Hello and welcome to the NinjaTrader Indicator Warehouse. Today we are going to cover the support and resistance lines, or SnR lines for short, a new subscription service from Indicator Warehouse. SnR lines give you the highest probability support and resistance levels for the most popular futures and forex markets. It works in all time frames and is a complementary system which can be used as a standalone trading system or to enhance your current trading strategy. In this short video, we will show you how to set up your SnR lines as well as a few ways that you can implement their trading strategy. Because the support and resistance lines are unique to the market traded, the support and resistance service is broken into the different markets, which are called widgets. Therefore, if you would like to trade the E-mini S&P, you will need the E-mini S&P widget. If you would like to trade the Forex Pound US Dollar pairing, then you will need the Pound US Dollar widget. When you make your purchase from Indicator Warehouse for whichever widget you have subscribed for, you will get a download email with your download information. It is important for you to make note of where you download the file to. By default, most systems will download the file to either the desktop or your download folder. Once you have downloaded your widget, go to your control center in NinjaTrader. From here, click on the File menu and pull down to the Utilities icon. From here, move over to Import NinjaScript, and now you need to locate where you've downloaded your widget. I've downloaded mine to my desktop, and I've subscribed for the Euro US Dollar and the E-mini. And when Ninja displays this box, you have successfully uploaded the widget to your Ninja trading system. Do this for each of the widgets you have subscribed for. To load the widget onto your chart, first open the market you're interested in. In this particular instance, I'm going to be trading the E-mini S&P, and I want to locate my E-mini S&P widget from my indicator assortment. So I go to my indicator tab, and from here, in the assortment, I can find my IW SnR Lines E-mini widget. Click on that, click to apply, click OK, and depending how your charts are formatted, you may end up getting an error message similar to this. What this is telling you is that your data series needs to be configured slightly differently. Go to your data series tab, click on that. By default, your Ninja charts are usually set up with only 3 days of data. Ideally, you want at least 10 days of data. I'll set mine to 30. And in order to get the indicator to display correctly, we recommend that you change your session template to 24/7. Click Apply and OK. And now you have your SnR lines on your chart. Let's take a quick look at the setting for the SnR lines. By going back to our indicator tab, we can see that our SnR lines are highlighted. Let's take a look at the various features that we have available here. Because the SnR lines are a proprietary system from Indicator Warehouse, there really isn't too much open to adjustment. You can change the calculation setting from calculate bar on close to true, in which case the line will paint a little bit earlier, but it will still be the same line. The line does not change from 1 minute to the next. The other settings have to do with how the lines look. You will notice that there are 21 support and resistance lines painted for each widget that you have purchased, and the balance point is painted in a fuchsia color, whereas all the other lines are painted in a blue color. And you can adjust these colors to your own personal preference. You can also change the way the lines look. The level style, you have a choice of painting either a straight line or a zone, or by default they are set to both. You can also show the labels in the margin, but by default those are turned off. The zone height, this refers to how wide the zone is painted. You can adjust that. And the opacity of the zone refers to how dark the zone will look. So let's take a look at all this on the chart. And you can see that for the current session, the lines are painted with a line and a zone. If we scroll back into the chart, you will see that the past sessions paint only a line. And that's just for your convenience sake, so that you always know that you are trading in the current session. There are several ways to use your new support and resistance lines. You can use them either as a standalone system or part of your current trading system. The nice thing about the support and resistance lines is that they show you the high probability areas where the market is likely to do something. Sometimes the market will hit the line bang on, as it did over here, and again down here. And then other times the market will be a little delayed in its reaction when it hits a support and resistance area and fudge the line ever so slightly. What I like to see with the support and resistance is I like to see the market break through a support or resistance area and then come back and retest it, as we are seeing right now. The market has broken this area of support, has come back, and is now retesting it, and this support should now act as resistance. If this price holds, I will place an order to sell below these recent lows. If the price fails and breaks through the upside, then I'll look for a test of the area as support, which will give me an opportunity to buy. Well, it looks as though the price is going to hold, so I will place an order to sell below the recent lows, and we'll see if the market will bring us in. Now that we're short the market, I'll place my exit stop. And now we'll anticipate that the market will trade down to the next area of support, where once again we will expect the market to do something and be on the alert to possibly take profit or maybe even add to our position. We're in our trade for about 45 minutes, and you can see that we've broken through this next area of support, and once again the market is coming up to test it as resistance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as an area actually to place our protective stop to try to lock in a little bit more profit. We're currently up about $1,100 on our position, so far a very nice trade for us. Simply trading off of this retest of the broken support area and following the market down to the next area of support. Alright, so the market has violated this area of support, which should have been resistance. We got out of our trade with approximately $1,000 profit. Now that the market is breaking through this area of resistance, because the market is coming from underneath, we would anticipate to see some sort of support form here on a possible retest, in which case that would actually give us an opportunity to buy. Prices made a very fast move once they broke this area of resistance and rallied right back to former support and resistance, only to come back and once again start trading off of this support line. So I'm hoping you can see how incredibly powerful these support and resistance levels are. If this area continues to hold as support, then I will look for an opportunity to buy and trade the market back to the next area of resistance, and after that followed by the next area of resistance, and so on. It looks as though this support is going to hold, so I'm going to get ready to place an order to buy above the highs, and we'll see if the market brings us in, as we're anticipating a bounce off of this support level. Alright, we're currently long. I'll place my stop loss order. And I've placed my stop below the support area, which should now hold the market up. It looks like we've caught a very good trending market, and we've just hit our other support and resistance line. The market has come back. It's started to look a little bit bearish, so I've quickly rolled up my exit stops, and it looks like it was just in time as we got stopped out with about $2,000 in profit on that particular trade. So this is how you can use support and resistance lines as a standalone system. Another advantage of using these support and resistance lines is that they can be used in conjunction with other trading systems to enhance their effectiveness. A very simple demonstration would be to take just a regular indicator of any sort. Let's say we're going to use an RSI. We'll add RSI to the mix. We'll just go with the standard settings. And now we can use RSI and support and resistance lines together to help us improve the efficiency of our trade. The traditional way of trading RSI is to wait for the market to become overbought or oversold, and to buy when the market comes out of the oversold region, and to sell when it comes out of the overbought region. Now, with the addition of the support and resistance lines, we can improve the effectiveness of the RSI indicator by looking for a confluence between the indicator and the support and resistance levels. This is the Euro-US dollar Forex pairing, and right now I'm just waiting for the market to do just that, to give me some confluence between the RSI and the support and resistance line. Right now you can see we're trading off of support, but RSI is relatively neutral and in fact is slightly bearish. So we'll just let this unfold and see how it plays out. Prices actually broke through the support area and traded down to our next support line, where we're also starting to see support, but notice that RSI became oversold and now is starting to head a little bit higher. So if we continue to see this support area hold, I will place a buy above the high of the candle, given that RSI has been oversold and now is looking to rally. And that coincides very nicely with the touch on the support and resistance line. It looks as though that level is going to hold, so I'll place an order to buy. And now we'll see whether or not the support area holds, in which case we'll go long. And we'll see what happens with our RSI as well. Alright, the market brought us into this trade. I'll place my exit order. And my first profit target will be this area of resistance. And I'll also be watching my RSI to see if it becomes overbought, which will indicate that the particular resistance line is going to be more likely to hold. Just like we saw this support area hold as things coincided with our RSI line. Well, our trade is progressing very nicely. We've just been in this trade for a matter of minutes, and we're currently up nearly $4,000. So I'm going to be very aggressive with my stop, bring it down here below the support and resistance line, and try to lock in as much of that profit as possible. If this resistance area now turns into resistance and forces the market lower, then I'll be able to get out at the earliest possible opportunity. So that's how you can use simple indicators, whether it be RSI, stochastics, MACD, or whatever your favorite combination, in conjunction with support and resistance levels to make them that much more effective. And remember, whether you are day trading the E-mini S&P, other futures contracts, or Forex, Indicator Warehouse will help you get more profit from your online trading and technical analysis efforts. Thank you again for joining us.